Hey, Jellyfish here. Looking up Domo in God's years 2025 leads you to an AI company. That's how you know the world is full. I was never particularly a Hello Kitty girl. No, instead, I was a Domo girly. God, I had so much Domo merch, a Domo backpack, multiple Domo shirts, Domo fairy lights, Domo slippers, name it, and I probably owned a Domo version of it. Ever since the fall of the XD Hot Topic raw era, Domo has left the cultural zeitgeist of the West. With the rise of the Y2K fashion and Hello Kitty, I know there is a future where Domo, my Lord and Savior, is just as relevant today as he was in 2009. Let's close our eyes for a moment and revisit the past to when Domo ruled the world, back to when Earth was known better as Domo Nation. Our boxy friend Domo was created by Sonal Gonda on December 22nd, 1998 as a 10th anniversary stop-motion 30-second sketch. As the station's identification in between the channel's programming for the NHK's broadcasting station, Japan's public broadcaster. He then got his name in the second appearance, where a TV announcer says the greeting that can be translated as, well, hello there, but which can also be interpreted as, hello Domo. Domo then became the official mascot of NHK and went on to appear in several 30-second stop-motion animations. Domo, a furry monster, a brown boxy fella who has a permanent mouth wide open, actually comes from a mysterious species, conveniently also called Domo. Domo-kun is famously hatched from an egg and communicates by only saying his name. Luckily, his friends can understand him. The official Japanese Domo website says he loves TV and he tends to live in a fantasy. As a result, there are many cases where things don't work out. When he's in a bad mood, Domo farts. His height is 120 centimeters and his weight is 85 kilograms. Then we have Yusaji, Domo's adopted father or grandfather, I guess. His description is, he's lived in Anazo for decades. He's a retired old man who loves astringent tea and a little humor. He's not interested in new things, and he doesn't have a phone at home. His name comes from the combination of the word Usagi, which means rabbit, and Ji, which means grandpa. I'm probably saying it completely wrong. Anyways, then we have Tachan, who is a yellow weasel, lives in a pink cave, because she's a girl. Her description on the official Japanese Domo website is a girl who hasn't had a boyfriend for 10 years. Like, why is that relevant? But okay. Her dream is to become a stylist or model in Tokyo. Then we have Maya, who is the mother bat, and Mario, her son, who dwells in Usaji's cave. And on the Japanese website, they're described as a loving pair. But on the wiki page, it says that Maya suffers from alcoholism, but there wasn't any sources cited, so I just chalked it up to the wiki page, being wiki. But turns out, in the early versions, it was in fact Canyon, as found using the Wayback Machine on the English Domo website, Domo Nation. I found her character description, and she is a confirmed alcoholic, recovering alcoholic. I love that for her. We'll get more into that later. Maya's Japanese name is Shinobu-san, and her son's Japanese name is Mori-okun. There is then 2 additional side characters who are introduced in the Domo universe at a later date. We have Koguma Gori, who is the bear guy, who is described as a friend who lives in the neighborhood. He loves sports and baseball and gets scared easily. In an episode of Adventures with Domo, Tachan calls him Bear Boy, so I'll probably refer to him as that. Then we have 3 side characters who are also introduced in Adventures with Domo, which I could not find official names for. Wherever I looked, I ended up posting it on the Domo Reddit just in case. If I ever get an answer for it, I'll put it here. In an episode of Domo, we meet them where we learn that they are in fact siblings, with the tall fox being the oldest and the girl being the youngest. The middle guy also has a fun southern accent, and the other two don't for some reason. They remind me a lot of me and my sisters as kids, with the constant fighting but still having fun with each other. The fox guy, the middle child, is the one we see the most often. He is good friends with the bear boy, so I'll just call him Fox Boy. That way it's a bit more simpler. We also have recurring characters of the Flower Boys, aka Spring Flower 1 and Spring Flower 2, described as twin flower fairies. They're ordinary flowers to everyone except to Domo. Clint Bickham, a writer of the Domo comics, said that Domo's expression is a sort of cheery wonderment, like when a kid wakes to a room full of presents on Christmas Day. With his facial expressions having a sense of fascination, Domo's unique design and childlike wonder soon propelled him straight into mascot stardom, amassing himself a large and international fandom. With that, let's get into some of his merch. Domo ended up landing TV shows, DVD drops, games, and an unfathomable amount of merch. The lovable square mascot did collabs with Target, creating the ever iconic Domoween, which was a huge step into the mainstream Western audience. He had Star Wars collabs, Ghostbusters collabs, and was always present in Hot Topics. This little guy was making waves, I tell you. He also had a 7-Eleven collab, and they even made 3 episodes where Domo gets a brain freeze and gets transported into a Slurpee world. Once he escapes the brain freeze, he immediately chugs his dad's. He's addicted to the slurp, that pee high, I tell you. He peed his last slurp he did. Looking back on the Domo TV shirts, I really fell in love with Domo. He's so cute, at times cringe, but extremely caring. No wonder millions of kids and myself were so obsessed with him. On Domo's YouTube channel, we can see the remnants of what used to be, including, but not limited to, multiple series, such as the one that appeared on January 7th, 2016 till September 22nd of the same year, with 17 episodes of the life-changing YouTube campaign series called Domo for President were published to YouTube, with max cringe and acting worse than mine. They said it couldn't be done, yet it was. I blame the series for why Domo died. Domoween could only do so much in saving Domo's reputation. A few hidden gem moments from these episodes include introduction to Domo's stoner college roommate, a video titled Stumping and Lobbying where Domo and others dance on a tree stump and in a hotel lobby, the many awkward street interviews. Hi.
Nope.
Domo thinking about world domination in Domo Runs America, Domination, should I say Domo Nation, Domo's propaganda video against Big Apple and pro-doctors, making the rich richer, I guess. Their student loans are outrageous, but still, in this healthcare economy, I'm eating my apples. Domo, get your priorities straight, what's this? And my most favorite moment being the introduction of to who I presume to be a young Damien Haas from Smosh, acting as Domo's official translator. At first I thought maybe I was mistaken, because his voice sounds very different and like it looks like him though. Am I crazy? But I'm pretty sure it's Damien Haas. I am bad at faces, so maybe I'll just call him young American loving twink Damien. That way, in case I'm wrong, it could just be his nickname. Does anyone else know about this? Was I behind the Damien Haas Smosh lore, or am I just completely mistaken and this isn't him at all? In my head, it makes sense because, of course, Damien would be along superstars like Domo. In the same episode, we also learned that Domo has his own airlines. Domo is making those big bucks, I tell ya. The YouTube channel also has a series called Domo's Office Space, which premiered on January 8th of 2005 till February 3rd with 5 episodes. Let me just say, this one is a doozy. Literally 14 seconds into episode 1, and we get the line, "Oh my god, is that porn?" to an office worker watching a Japanese language teaching video. I'm dead. First of all, Domo is a kid's superstar. This is for kids. Second of all, that is also just racist. Like man, I thought fetishizing Asian women in 2025 was bad, but no, it's also really bad back then too. Who the hell approved this? And did the Japanese side of the company know? Like, what the actual fuck? Literally only one person mentioned this in the comment. I hate the world. Like, no wonder Domo went MIA later on. And if you keep playing the video, it only gets worse. Looking at the thumbnails and a title like Date Night, I can only tell it only gets freakier. Domo is literally for kids. I would expect this shit now if they wanted to market to the adults who grew up with Domo, but not in fucking 2015. I swear to God. Then we also have the fan playlist on Domo's official YouTube channel, where we see comedic gold mines like Lady Gaga doll dancing with Domo, or the Domo cult movie, or my personal favorite, Domo on Ice, where the skater who was playing Domo falls over and the other dancers try to pick him up, but with his unpenetrable boxy shape against their own fursuits, they just fall too, making it so chaotic until another unverified skater comes over and is able to help them up. See, that's what I want from Domo, not fucking hentai jokes. Then we also have 2 Domo series, Domo TV and The Adventures of Domo. These were originally created to be Nickelodeon's venture into anime, with the shorts premiering internationally in 2008 in over 170 regions and translated into 17 different languages. Domo TV has 36 episodes and aired until 2009, then was later uploaded onto YouTube a year later. Anyways, here's my quick rundown for all of the episodes of Domo TV. Episode 1, Intro to Domo. He meets a cute new girl and farts. Episode 2, he has a DIY rave at home and Fortnite dances. Episode 3, Midnight, DJ Domo. Episode 4, One Day, POV, Bat. Grandson, domestic abuse, going out, plans go wrong, rain song. Good song, going to be on my top 5 songs for Spotify Rap in 2025. Ta channel, talk to a channel. Domo tries to rose up Tacha, but is sick and fails. Domo versus Gallerina. Domo's PTSD of giant things. Pikman like things, they are annoying. Domo until he turns on the TV. Then they are like iPad kids, and they get entranced and shut the fuck up, and then they turn into flowers. First snow of the season. TLDR, it snows. How the fuck does Domo fit down the hole? He's like 3 times the size of it. Talk about putting a square peg into a round hole. Birth of Domo, you get the idea. Cooking panic. POV me at K-barbecue when you ask me to cook meat. So hard to be on TV. Identity crisis. I hate scary things. Me too, girly. Don't sleep. Unemployed friend on a Tuesday. Various stuff. Maladaptive daydreaming. Long trip. This is one of the ones that stays in my head for so long. I love that short. A winter's day. They hang out inside. Space Odyssey 1999. Domo tries to fly. Cold. Tachan has a cold and they take care of her. Baseball. Domo is definitely a theater kid and not a sports one, that's for sure. Why the tears? Domo tries to cheer up dad. Spring treat. Domo plays outside. Introducing Domo. Domo stomps around, basically. The hot pot. Domo eats hot pot when it's not ready. Watching. Honestly, in this one, did they forget to like put a show on the TV? It's just like the green screen is right there, but anyways, Usagi is pissed at them. Yeah. To be continued. Domo can't wait for the TV show to come out. Something new. Domo tries everything, but nothing sticks, and the grandfather is learning French. Very ADHD core. Recording. In this one, they updated their TV. I love that. Anyways, Tachan tries to get their attention, but nothing works. Marathon. Domo is on the runner's grind set and nothing can stop him. Let's play. Domo hangs out with Ugly Bear Beaver Thingy, which is Bear Boy. Feeding. Domo tries to feed baby birds and is sad when their mother comes back. Domo just wants to be wanted, I swear. An ordinary day, chilling at home. And with that, we have all of the episodes of Domo TV. An Adventure with Domo was the next iteration of Domo's TV show. The exact date in which it first aired, I'm kind of not sure on. I found a fan wiki page saying 2007 is when the first episode aired, though I haven't found additional articles. Nonetheless, the series was uploaded onto YouTube in 2014, with each episode having a longer runtime of around 2 minutes with 26 episodes in total. This is also where characters talk, and the quality has significantly improved. So let's dive right into the episodes. Camera. Domo takes photos of everyone. Our Tachan slays. Domo stresses out over taking photos, and he doesn't even put in the film. Classic Domo. Balloon. Grandpa endangerment. Domo's beloved balloon floats away and he tries to get it. Headphone. Domo steals Tachan's headphones and plugs it into random things, discovering the true reward was music he found along the way. When you ask me to think about Domo, this is the episode that comes to my mind first. It really stuck with me as a kid. Domo Inc. Domo gets a fancy hat and then cosplays capitalism. This is also when we see 2 out of 3 of the Fox siblings. Robot Dog. Tachan lets Domo take a robot dog out on a walk and all hell breaks loose. Ice skating. The gang goes ice skating and Domo sees a big scary fish monster under the ice. Brother. Domo meets the aforementioned Fox siblings and he is introduced to roughhousing for the first time, which traumatizes him. But like, my dude Domo, come on, you've been flinging grandpa left, right, and center. So I don't really know why he's so like bewildered by this, but moving on. Hungry. Domo runs into a starving bear and the bear plops him into a nice little looking stew to eat Domo. What do you think Domo would taste like? I personally feel like since he has childlike wonder, he would be a bit more on the sweet side, though of course, you know, he has to have some umami, so I don't really know. Maybe like roast tteokbokki flavor. Anyways, what am I talking about? Yeah, the episode ends with Domo eating the bear's ass.
Oh my god!
Bad luck. The girl fox decides to be a YouTuber prank star and harasses Domo for her own amusement. Look at how excited she gets when Domo is being abused. Like, damn girl, you would do numbers on Kick. She is constantly saying to herself, I love to watch someone who is unlucky. God damn, woman, you are evil. Stubborn angler. Grandpa goes fishing just to be interrupted by Domo's antics. Spoon. They try to be magicians and bend spoons with their mind, except for Domo. And the grandpa calls him ordinary. It's okay, Domo. Hashtag you be you. Domo has special superpowers. He's a freak of nature, and a lovely one at that. On the boat, Domo tries to have a romantic boat date with Tachan, but in true Domo nature, he messes up by almost sinking their ship. Footprint. Domo discovers a giant footprint and is rightfully terrified, but turns out it's the fox boy and the bear boy pranking him. A mysterious tree. Domo is sheltering from the rain under a large peach tree when suddenly beautiful and mystical things start to happen. This episode reminds me a bit of the headphone episode because it leaves you questioning what is and isn't real in the world of Domo. Like, was it his imagination? It's a blurry line. Ghost in the daytime. Domo is playing baseball with Fox and Bear Boy when a ghost tries to join them. Domo ends up befriending said ghost. Today's rule. Domo plays a game where he throws a stick and however it lands is the way he must go, leading him into a sad adventure without Grandpa's cake. And I'm not talking about his ass, I'm talking about a real cake in this one. The pianist. Grandpa tries to teach Domo how to play the piano, but instead Domo ends up embarrassing him and forces him to sing the notes in front of all of the forest friends. He absolutely eats though. His vocals are amazing. A big tree. Domo tries to climb the big peach tree. Finally, he reaches it, only to discover that a taller tree exists. 2 Domos. The gang notices Domo is acting a little bit strange, showing respect to his elders. Domo would never. 2 Domos? Wait, no. 2 Usagis? Wait, no. 2 Tachans? Turns out there was a shape-shifting raccoon from Japanese folklore. Domo then scares him away by farting, and they kind of end up becoming friends, I guess. Yeah, something like that. Candy jar. Grandpa is gone, and Domo gets the urge to open the corner cabinet, even though it is strictly forbidden. Domo does it, and he finds the candy jar. Then he gets stuck with his hand in the candy jar, and chaos ensues. Domo versus Mr. Usagi. Domo and Usagi go head to head, toe to toe, square body against rabbit ears in a game of wrestling, both pulling out their killer moves. Winner gets to choose the channel, and when an opening arrives, Tachan takes it and puts on her idol show. What a queen. Big Domo. Domo thinks if he eats a lot, he'll magically become Godzilla, freaking him out. So he tries to get everyone to eat a lot so that they can be Godzilla together. True friendship. Secret hideout. Domo has a secret hideout cave, which he sneaks away to. Tachan finds it. Also, I love her piercing. Tachan doesn't keep the secret and invites the 2 bros. Then the sibling. Domo gets frustrated and kicks them out. I am a robot. Domo dresses up as a robot and the bros end up cosplaying too. Panda. A panda randomly shows up. Tachan falls in love because he's so cute. She kisses him. Domo freaks out. Tachan is too good for either of those fools. She's a baddie locked up in a small forest, I'm telling you. It starts raining and the group gets wet, exposing the panda to be none other than Bear Boy. Tachan is pissed, as she should be. Rock and roll. Domo and the bros start a band. Their music is so bad, they anger Mother Nature, and a thunderstorm erupts. The gang is struck by lightning, and when they awaken, they have killer rocker hairdos. Bear Boys kind of looks like that one kid with red hair from that one K-pop group. Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't remember their names, I'm sorry. Anyways, with that, we have Adventures with Domo. In 2015, a Domo manga was released in the US and Canada, written by Clint Bickham. It was made up of a series of short stories to capture the same energy as the TV show. There was even a 7-Eleven edition. Domo's thoughts, similar to the show, was never expressed in words. Domo had a 15th anniversary Domo Goes to Hollywood TV special on March 28, 2014. He also had a special release DVD in 2009 for the 10th anniversary. There has been a few games released with the likeness of Domo attached, both licensed and unlicensed. Games such as Crash Course Domo, Hard Hat Domo, Rock and Roll Domo, Pro Putt Domo, White Water Domo, and Domo-kun no Fushigi Teribi being the former. Domo-kun no Fushigi Teribi specifically was released in 2002 for the Game Boy and included a bunch of minigames, and the unlicensed game being on the more her side with titles such as Domo-kun Angry Smash Feast, where you beat up the Powerpuff Girls because they call you a reject.
I'm so bad out of this. No!
It's a very hard game, I'm not lying. After failing, I completely gave up on my third try and just let the word of reject haunt me forever as I got hit by lightning and died a bloody death. Domo also made various guest appearances in other beloved games, such as Free Realms. Domo also had an app called Domo the Journey, which was a 2D platformer game where Domo is on a journey to save Tachan from the hungry bear. I love the fact that you beat enemies with a camera and a guitar. Like, the hungry bear's biggest weakness is Domo, who looks like his ex, a fuckboy in a band or something. He also has a Facebook game, back when Facebook was trying to be a gaming site. It's obviously now defunct. It was called Planet Domo and started in 2011. And from what I can tell, it ended in 2014-ish, but I'm unsure. The premise of this game was to discover the secrets of the cheesecake, whatever that means. Why did the cheesecake kind of look like panties? Am I crazy? I'm sorry. If anyone played this game, let me know, because I couldn't find any gameplay of it, and I'm very curious what the secrets of the cheesecake was. Domo always offered spaces for fans to converse. Keep in mind, this was pre-Discord internet, so offering forums in a company's website was very thoughtful. Domo's main international website, called Domo Nation, is now defunct. Going to it today will redirect you to a gambling site. Using the Wayback Machine, though, we can see it in its golden era, or should I say in its brown box era. It had a forum where fans could make profiles displaying their interests, their ASL, very sus, talk to other fans, and see who was near them. Yeah, the internet safety back then was not really it. The website also linked to a merch page and an app where you could download Domo wallpapers. There is also this cute little Domo dancing game, which I am super bad at. Lastly, it includes a Who Are They page, where you drag and drop the Domo cast to see their character descriptions. And this is where I learned that the Mama Bat was a recovering alcoholic. At first, like I said, I thought it was just like a fan joke, but no, it's confirmed. Well, you know what? Good for her. She's providing for her son now, and I love to see that. Domo also has a few socials, including Facebook, with gems like Happy New Year's and more Happy New Years. I was surprised to see that their last post was in 2020 though. I thought it would be longer than, just 5 years. They once posted a picture with Bimo from Adventure Time, but like she's not even in this picture. Also, I hope the guy who posted 44 weeks ago in Domo's Facebook comments is doing all right. Domo also has an Instagram, which is also extremely inactive, besides the occasional compact Domo comments. And the most shocking social of all that Domo officially has is a LinkedIn. I didn't know Domo worked in your mom. No, I'm just joking. It's actually a Pinterest. He has a Pinterest board with pins like "Fun with Domo," "Domo it out," "Yum yum Domo." Also, how is this necklace Domo? I swear to God. And this is how I learned that Domo had a jewelry line. And I'm not talking about Domo's face being on shit. No, no, no. I'm talking about red jewels and peace signs, obviously. The Pinterest was both intriguing, delightful, and so 2010. The newest iteration of Domo that I could find was a Japanese kids show called Everyone D Domo-kun, which was first started in 2011 and is still filming new episodes weekly. It's a live audience show made for kids with Domo mascot singer and guest appearances. I was unable to find any recordings of it, but looking at the website, you can still see that broadcasts are happening weekly. I think the most shocking thing I found on this, albeit shallow deep dive, was the number of old contests that Domo did. They were always trying to include fans to, varying degrees of success. Regardless, the fact that they actively help cultivate a then blooming fandom, which still has people coming back to old posts, begging for a resurrection of Domo, proves them to be successful. Or at least successful in my eyes. Some of the old contests I could find was one on the Domo Nation website where you take Domo to the theater. Another one was on the Pinterest where you make a DIY Domo phone case in promotion with a new Domo book in 2013. And just in case if you're wondering, this is the book. It's called Things to Do with Domo. And the reviews, well, they're interesting. The last contest I could find was this Rocking with Domo video contest. And man, this just really made me think, damn, the internet really is forever. This full-ass woman be out here cringe as hell, free as hell, and Domo as hell. Anyways, in conclusion, I wish I kept all of my old Domo merch. You have no idea how much I regret not keeping them. One day, I will return to my former glory as an XD neon Domo-packed, greasy ponytailed kid. That's when you know I finally reached nirvana. Anyways, I love Domo, and I hope he becomes popular again, and hopefully not sexualized. I was not a fan of that. I would love to walk into my neighborhood Marshalls and fight some bitch for some Domo mugs just to resell them on Facebook Marketplace for triple the price. That is the world I hope for. I have a feeling he'll probably make a reappearance soon, but I know the animator of Domo has been seeing extreme success with his other project and seems to be focusing more or less on that, I guess. No matter what though, no one will replace Domo in my heart, as I will forever be a member of the Domo Nation. Thanks for watching. It's been Jellyfish. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!